David, I've made some investments as per your suggestions, but life gets in the way. And I'm thinking about taking a trip, but there are also those unforeseen moments, like what if my basement floods this year? Mm-hmm. Then what? If I want to pull money out of my RRSP or TFSA, will I get penalized?
Yeah, so the short answer is on your TFSA, no, there are no penalties associated with drawing from a TFSA. What you'd have to double check is just make sure the investments that you've made within the TFSA don't have any restrictions. Same is true for the RRSP. But the additional problem with withdrawing from your RRSP is that any amount that you withdraw is going to be, you'll have to claim that as additional income you made that year, which means you'll have to pay tax on that. Because you got a tax break when you made the contribution, now that you're taking it out, the government says, okay, well, we want to collect our tax on that.
Now, I like to have, on the heels of that, I like to have a little bit of an emergency fund, which doesn't affect my investments.
Right.
So I like to have that a little bit on the side.
Yep.
Should I be keeping it as is, or what should I be doing with that?
Some people, what they do is they like to keep a really big buffer of money for any potential emergency, and they keep it just sitting in cash, where they're earning next to nothing. Another alternative is to set up a line of credit, which is just sits aside. You don't use it for any other purpose. It's a backstop. So you do have some money available for those, a reasonable amount of expenses, things that you want to spend. But then you have the line of credit aside for $50,000 or $30,000, whatever the amount is.
But that equals
that you can
debt.
Access. Well, it's potential debt. If you don't use it, you're not paying any interest. You don't pay any fees for it. It just sits there. You could set aside, instead of $15,000, $50,000 and just keep it in cash. But again, you're earning next to nothing, no rate of return on $50,000 of your investments. Why not just have a line of credit aside for that emergency? And then what that allows you to do is not keep that debt for forever. It just allows for an orderly liquidation of your other assets at a time that's more convenient to start paying that debt back.